With the end of this crazy college football season coming to a close, there's been a huge shakeup this year. This season has been unpredictable for many reasons. One of the reasons would be including a shortened schedule. The real shocker is seeing programs like Indiana and Cincinnati having both reached the top 10 for the first time in years. You can also throw in other teams like Tulsa and Northwestern. There are also many big-time programs who haven't lived up to preseason expectations, a la Penn State. But currently there is one dark horse candidate that has made a return to relevance on the national stage, but has some serious questions and legitimacy answers, and that team is none other than the BYU Cougars. Though the Cougars stand at 9-0 coming into their matchup against San Diego State, many experts like ESPN's Kirk Herbstreit have discounted the Cougars.
Quarterback Zach Wilson, throw it around. I mean, he's potentially a first-round quarterback. They got skill in the backfield, skill at receiver. They got tremendous athletic ability at the second and third level on their defense. A bunch of guys that were hurt a year ago. They're now all back and playing well. The problem is, Joey, what you and Jesse and David are alluding to, they don't have that game or two to be able to showcase what they are capable of doing. They did prior to COVID. They had a beautiful schedule, but this is what they were left putting together.
And with the rise of Heisman hopeful Zach Wilson turning into a star, throwing for over 2,700 yards and 22 touchdowns on only 2 picks. Let's not forget to add that Wilson is a hit with the NFL scouts and is projected anywhere from a first-round pick to a top 10 pick. So keep that in mind. In today's video, we'll chronicle why BYU, based on 3 factors, are a fraudulent team that doesn't deserve a major bowl opportunity over the other bubble teams. We will go into great detail into each reason, so let's bunker down and let's get this video started. Thank you so much guys for watching. I work very hard on these videos for my own enjoyment and for your guys' enjoyment too. If y'all can please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, I will be uploading a lot more in the near future and hope to grow Fourth Quarter Sports into something big. Any like and share and just watching the video to the end helps the channel grow. So much thanks in advance, and let's get right into the video. So coming into the 2020 season, the top 4 teams in the first college football playoff poll were pretty much all predicted to be there. Or at the very least, it did not shock anyone that Notre Dame, Clemson, Bama, and Ohio State were put up that high. But no one expected BYU to hit the scene the way they have. Zach Wilson's emergence as a star has really helped them out. On offense, they have been scorching teams, almost like the 51-17 win over number 21 Boise State. But don't get it wrong, BYU's defense is also no slouch, holding most teams to an average of about 13 points per game. The Cougars have been independent since 2011, and it has actually been very lucrative for the school. According to an article on the team's finances in 2018, BYU made around $67 million being an independent that year. Despite some recent successes in bowl games and winning big games against teams they shouldn't have, many fans still call for the Cougs to jump back into the national spotlight and just go ahead and join a conference. Many have voiced going back to the Mountain West or possibly joining the Pac-12, which in my opinion would be the best 2 options. But there are 3 question marks I came up with as to why the Cougs have a tough case to make it to the college football playoff. There has been some rumors passed around that Washington actually want to play BYU, since both teams had an opening in their schedule since Washington's game against Wazoo was canceled. And there's been some rumors that BYU decided to not take them up on that opportunity for a multitude of reasons. If this rumor is true, this is very detrimental to BYU's case of being a college football playoff team. BYU's coach Kalani Sitake says that his team wasn't ducking or diving.
But there's this narrative out that we were hiding or ducking or waiting, and that's just not true. It's a false narrative. I want to make sure everybody understands we're not afraid of anybody. We will respect everyone that we play, but there's no fear in this. But it's not anything unique to us. This is what makes college football great. Nobody's afraid of anybody. You know, we're not afraid of Washington. They're not afraid of us. That's why we dedicate our lives to this game, and you know, hopefully we can do it a lot. And to be honest with you, we have 2 weeks left that are open, December 5th and December 19th, that we're willing to play football. And you know, if there's anybody that are actually having availability to play those games, we would love to do it.
Despite what the coach says, if it was found that BYU was actually ducking Washington, that again, it's just a really bad look for a BYU squad that really has a tough case to prove to the committee that they're a legitimate team and that they should be put above other elite level competition like Texas A&M and Cincy, who are also on the bubble. BYU would be smarter than that to not take that opportunity up, as Washington is a legit Power 5 opponent, but we'll have to see more information come out on that to see if those rumors were actually true. Number 2. Well, let's just get this one out the way first since it's the most obvious. The strength of schedule has been one of the main reasons why BYU isn't going to make the college football playoff. I mean, if we look at their schedule, it's not their fault things ended up turning out the way it did. Before the 2020 season, BYU's schedule was reworked, and they would have originally played a group of Power 5 schools including Minnesota, Mizzou, Michigan State, and Stanford. If we take a look at the Cougar schedule now, it looks pretty underwhelming, where their only big games being Army, which was canceled, and against Boise State, it just kind of blew them out from the get-go. It really does seem that something that was totally out of BYU's control, like the coronavirus and just the whole shakeup it brought on the college football world, which will ultimately lead to their downfall. The College Football Playoff Committee always likes to preach that they want the group of 5 teams in. They want to give those teams opportunities, but in BYU's case, they don't fit that criteria because they simply just haven't played the competition that is needed to put a pressure on committees to be like, hey, I want to put BYU in over an SEC team that finished second in the SEC West. So just think about that for a sec. Number 3. Okay. This is my final take, but this is a very, very hot take, as most people have been hyping this man up all season long. But I also do have a lot of questions about Zach Wilson. The amount of hype he's receiving makes a lot of sense, as he's setting the stat sheet on fire for BYU. He's been slinging it all over the field. Wilson has scouts drooling at his feet, as he fits the athletic mold many teams are looking for right now in a quarterback. He really has transformed from his first couple years at BYU from being a run-first quarterback with so-so pocket awareness to a really, really efficient pocket passer with great quickness outside the pocket, and has a great ability to keep plays alive. To me, the biggest question is, can he do this against big-time talent? Well, the chance to play in a New Year's Six Bowl will be huge for Wilson. If they play a team like Texas A&M or a Florida team that may have lost against Bama in the SEC Championship and got bumped down to a New Year's Six Bowl, I think it's a perfect opportunity for Wilson to showcase his talents to NFL scouts and prove to those doubters that his stats showed all season long, even though it was against not legit competition, or it wasn't against competition that matched up to the likes of an SEC or a Big Ten. If Wilson is able to ball out in this game, it would definitely ease some doubts on me. Granted, you have seen small school QBs like Carson Wentz and Josh Allen, but we'll kind of just have to wait and see. It would be really interesting to see a Zach Wilson as a number 4 seed playing against an Alabama defense, because that will really give us a great indicator as to if Zach Wilson can handle pressure, handle playing in the big time, the spotlight, all the attention on him, and being able to just take command against a really great defense, which Alabama always has. With a star quarterback and a passionate head coach, BYU does make for a very interesting team to throw into the mix. BYU has shown that both their offense and their defense is legit. There are absolutely no questions about that. They have been setting teams on fire, but realistically, the Cougars' lack of respect by the committee is more than justified. All in all, they simply just haven't played the legitimate programs that are needed to make the college football playoff. Let's take a trip back in history. Even in the BCS era, the bowl-busting teams that you saw throughout that era, like the Utahs, the Boise States, they all won games against big-time Power 5 opponents that led them to earn that BCS bowl berth, and rightfully so. I predict BYU will not make a New Year's Six Bowl simply because, again, they just don't stack up to the rest of the team's schedules that deserve it over them. Cincinnati has proven that they can win under adversity, like in the close game they played against UCF. But Cincy also still has some of those same question marks that BYU has, but to a lesser degree, as they have played proven talent in their conference and they're actually in a conference, unlike BYU. BYU is currently ranked at number 14 in the college football playoff poll. We'll see what happens after their final matchup of the season versus San Diego State. They actually have 2 openings in their schedule, so it would be very interesting if Cincy and BYU just battle it out for that 4th seed spot, or for that 5th seed spot, or for that guaranteed spot in the New Year's Six Bowl. As much as I would like that to happen, and I know the fans would like that to happen too, I realistically don't think it's going to happen, but it's always good to imagine. So guys, big news actually just coming in while I was recording this video. BYU is going to decide to take on the Chanticleers. It'll be another matchup we can really see if BYU is legit or not, because the Chanticleers are a ranked team and have really been dominating their opponents a lot of the times and been winning convincingly. So this will be a really good test for BYU to see where they're at and to see if this affects their ranking come Tuesday for the College Football Playoff Committee. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Again guys, thanks for watching the video. It means a lot to me. I put a lot of hard work into making these videos for you guys. If you like this video and love college football, just hit that like and subscribe button, tap on that notification bell for me, and comment down below in the comment section if there's any other videos that you guys would like to see me cover. And just give me any suggestions about how I can improve, because I don't want to just improve for myself, I want to improve for you guys, because I believe I can make the content that you guys want to see. And if I can get better, it not just benefits myself, it benefits you as the viewer. So again, thanks guys. 1.